Hello, everyone, and welcome to the USA. We're in Yankton, South Dakota, and it's time for the World Archery Indoor Championships, a once every 2-year event to crown world champions for the discipline of indoor archery, an 18-meter affair. An energetic crowd is on hand as we set the stage for compound junior competition. We have teams and individual matches coming at you. We're going to award bronze, silver, and gold medals throughout the day. Now, here's a look at what's on tap. We'll start off with team gold medal matches, and setting up in the brackets for the compound junior women's will be on tap. We've already shot off the bronze as Italy took bronze, so it's going to be Canada versus the United States for gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes to the field for the compound junior women's team gold medal match. Shooting for the gold medal on target number 2, the team of the United States of America. Athena Kaiopoulos, Cassidy Cox, Anna Scarborough. Here come their opponents. Please welcome Team Canada. Shooting for the gold medal representing Canada, Brianne Lamed, Jaylyn Mitchell, Ashley Scriven. Team play taking place under the supervision of World Archery International judge Nina Hersek will decide which of these teams will take the gold medal home and who will settle for silver. The United States.
All right, so welcome to the booth. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with world #1 men's compound archer, Stefan Hansen. Stefan, welcome to the booth.
Thank you, Greg.
All right, so we're getting ready to start this gold medal match for team competition. And Stefan, team competition across the board seems to be fun as we take a look at the qualifying scores. Italy was #1, USA #2. But after our elimination rounds, here we sit with USA versus Canada, and the USA will go first. And Stefan, team competition, you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You're usually with your friends and you can hang out and you can just, I mean, when you're alone, you feel a little bit alone at the line, but here you have your buddies behind of you.
There you go.
A good shot, kicking us off.
Nice and smooth. Hey, you're doing good. Hey.
Anna Scarborough with a good shot.
Just a little bit low. Good job.
And now the young veteran, Cassidy Cox, who we'll see later in a gold medal match.
Good job. Nice shot. All right. Hey, good job, Cassidy. Excellent.
Strong shots. Atta girl. Good shot.
You can see 2 targets up there, 6 arrows.
Let's go, Ash. Hard on the
Will be
wall.
shot in
Straight
120
back.
seconds. The clock
Nice and
counts
smooth.
down. Bottom left-hand part of your screen.
No worries. Strong shots. Come on, Jaylyn. Strong shots, sweetheart. Right down the pipe.
Stefan, cumulative scoring versus set point scoring from recurve. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so here we have 24 arrows per team, and you just like count all the arrows instead of just take 6 arrows per end and just figure out who gets 2 points. So if you're far behind from the beginning, you have a lot to make back. Where in the sets, if you lose one set, it doesn't really change much. But then again, if you shoot well, you actually have a better chance to win than in the sets. If you can shoot average good, but the other team can make 2 good sets and you will lose anyway. So.
Shots, a good recovery. So Athena there with a little bit of a lesson after she shot disappointing shot. She didn't get off the line quickly, but the clock is counting, and there are certain rules to get you on and off the line. As Cassidy needs a 10 for her team. So USA will sit on a 56 for this first end of scoring.
Atta girl.
Good shot from Brienne.
Hey. Let's go, Ash. Straight back. Bring that hand straight back. Lots of time. Lots of time. Atta girl. Good arrow. Good arrow. Okay, Jalen. Lots of time. 30 seconds. Lots of time. Right down the pipe.
You're hearing that from the Canadian coach. So
okay, girl.
All tied up on score.
Touch high.
So 56 apiece. That will. It's not set point scoring, so it doesn't split the sets as we do cumulative scoring. But Stefan, let's go back a second and look at what happened with Athena from the United States. As she shot that 8, she was disappointed. She didn't get off the line quickly, and the coach was telling her to get off the line. Why is that?
Yeah, so they only have 2 minutes to shoot their 6 arrows. Normally we would have 2 minutes for 3 arrows, so they actually have to hurry up quite a bit. Canada had actually decent time. I think they might have like 15 seconds left when they were done, but USA had only like 5 seconds left when they were done. So you gotta get off the line quickly so the other girl can get out and shoot, and you cannot be over the line when the other girl steps out. You'll get a yellow card, and then you have to walk back, put your arrow in the quiver, and restart everything almost. But
so there's Athena. You had a good shot of her. She was disappointed. She stood on that line. That's just experience with team competition. It doesn't matter what you shoot, whether it's great or whether it's bad. You've got to just boogie and hustle, knowing that that clock is ticking down. So cumulative arrow scoring different from what we see in recurve, which is set scoring. So 56 points all, and we will shoot 4 complete sets. It doesn't matter what the score is. We're going to shoot 4 complete sets. If at the end of these 4 sets we have a tie, then we go to a shoot-off, and we'll talk about that when we come to it, if we get to come to it today.
Just a bit high. It's okay. Hey, just a bit high. You're good. Good job. Donut.
Boy, I like the way Anna draws that bow back. She just draws it flat and gets right to her anchor point, doesn't she?
Beautiful. Beautiful, USA.
Great shot by Cassidy Cox.
We got plenty of time left.
So
too.
9,
Look
10,
at the clock.
10 for their first 3.
Hey, Cassidy, show them the clock. We got plenty of time left, too. No need to rush.
Atta girl. Good arrow.
Shot by Brienne.
Strong
from Canada. You heard the U.S. coach talking about that clock. 120 seconds to shoot, so 66 left on the clock means you have a time advantage for the last 3.
Straight back.
9.
No worry. Good arrows. Good arrows. Keep them in the yellow.
So Ashlyn hasn't quite found her groove yet.
Jalen,
Still
break
working
that
on it, getting closer to the center.
Down the pipe.
USA ahead by 1 point.
Touch on the left.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Good shot.
Hey, that's the way to hammer it. Good job. No, you didn't. Look at the time. Oh, good job. We had time left over. Good. You do whatever it takes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Now the USA is starting to find it.
Strong. That looked good.
Last 4 arrows have been 10s.
20 seconds. Ten. Perfecto.
Good shot by Cassidy.
Break it clean.
Nine.
No worries. Let him shoot.
No reaction from the crowd after that shot.
Lots of time. Go, Ash. Break that shot. Straight back. Straight back.
9.
No worries. Let's go, Jalen. Lots of time. 20 seconds. Lots of time.
So now a 4-point advantage for the United States. And once again, if you've been watching our coverage, this is Compound Monday. You got to keep remembering to say that. It's not often when we shoot competitions on Monday. But cumulative scoring. So what happens in every single arrow can make a huge difference in this competition. See if we can hear some of the coaches and what they're
We're
up
ahead
to.
by a little bit. Let's just maintain that lead, shoot strong, and stay in the game, okay? Don't get rattled. We got this. Here, Cassidy. Shooting second. Yes, ma'am. We're ready.
A good replay of Cassidy Cox. On that shot too, Stefan, it looked like she shoots a hinge release. It looked like it really was a bit of a surprise when it goes off. How does that work versus, say, a button release?
Yeah, so a hinge, you just kind of rotate your hand, and then you have to get that little bit of surprising shot when you fired. Because if you know when it's going to fire, you're going to get nervous of aiming in the middle because you know it's going to soon go off, and that's usually the problem also for me sometimes, especially with a button.
Canada starts first as they're behind in scoring. Brianne Lemeg with a good shot.
Straight back. Right down the pipe. Let's go.
9.
Oh.
Brianne telling me this is the first time that these 3 women have been able to shoot together. They live in different provinces in Canada, so practice was critical to understand the shooting order, how they like time called, arrow calls, all that kind of stuff. Nice hold, nice touch on the bow.
Atta girl.
Athena, that's a close one. No doubt to me, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's very close. The thing is that there was the arrow, the last round was in the same hole almost, so it might have an effect of the call, but it looks close.
You're good. You're good. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Cassidy's target's looking really clean. It's a good sign for her too later on in the day.
Yeah, that's important. It's always when you're in individual finals, it's perfect to be in the team also. Then you have practice at the field. Indoor doesn't matter that much because you don't have the difference of the weather and all that stuff.
Great timing.
But still being on the field and getting a feeling of how it feels.
Great shot from Canada with a 10.
9.
Touch on the left. It's okay, Ash. Don't worry about it.
Ashlyn just can't find that middle yet. That's a real close one. And in scoring, that's going to be a 9 asterisk, which means that we'll have to wait for the judge's call to find out what that arrow value is going to be. Great shot. Now the anchor, Cassidy Cox, she goes to full draw with 12 seconds left on the clock.
9.
You can see each team with 4 seconds left. Let's see if we can head down and listen to the judges' calls. There's 2 arrows.
10, 9, 10, 10, 9, 10.
Okay, so the Canadian arrow is called a 10.
Nine, 10, 10, 10, 10, 9.
Okay, so it looks like both arrows that were in question were called 10, so that should take Canada up to 169 and the United States up to 173 once those scores get back.
Oh, did it catch it on the mic? Yeah, breakfast over there? Or supper last night?
So, this is a good question. So you're listening to the coach, and they're not talking archery right now, are they?
No, they're just talking
guys.
about random things just to get the hit away of what is actually going on. Just to don't think about how nervous they might be.
In the elimination rounds, Canada was saying that they were trying to keep themselves so loose that they decided to come up with just random words, like they literally made words up in between ends just so they could distract themselves from the pressure. So this is our final end of competition. The United States leads 4 points over the team from Canada. This end could determine the gold medal unless Canada can claw their way back for either a shoot-off or an outright win. Perfect start for Ashlyn Scriven. This would be the time to find that 10 ring. Beautiful. Big sigh of relief from her. A little low on time for Canada as they finish off with 59 seconds of 120. The coach will let them know that, I'm sure. Cox with a little baffled look on her face on where that hit. So with Anna Scarborough's 9, Canada claws 1 point back.
9.
And Brienne LeMay just turned around and was baffled by where that shot landed. So a 10-line liner, the call on that one. All right, so that'll do it for regulation arrows for Canada. And now the U.S. has 3 to go.
3 arrows to go. Okay.
14 points needed by the United States to win gold.
Final arrow.
With one questionable arrow on the Canadian side, Cassidy just needs a 7 to win. There it is. In fine style, Cassidy Cox brings it home for the United States women junior compound recurve. What do you think, or compound, what do you think, Stefan? That was a pretty good competition there, wasn't it?
It was a good match, yeah. Both teams shot a little under the semifinal scores. There was 233, but that's usually what happens in these kind of finals. It's different pressure to be in here. You shoot only 1 arrow, have to walk off the line, and you feel more pressure, and it's just more nerve-wracking. So it's pretty normal that they shoot a little bit lower scores.
Plus, I guess when you're shooting team rounds, especially the junior level, you do have a lot of crowd cheering and a lot of noise going on, so that part of it's kind of the same, or?
Yeah, it might give them a little bit more pressure because, I mean, in some sports it's a good thing to play home, like in football and those things.
Yeah.
But archery is not always a good thing to be the favorite.
There you go.
So congratulations to the United States.
Hold your bows
They will
up.
take home the gold medal in the compound junior women's team competition. And Canada will walk away with silver. A good look at the contingent of Canadian and U.S. archers. Here's a look at the replay. And we saw some really great shooting. And if you're curious about what these archers are shooting, it's 18 meters downrange, and the 10 ring is about the size of a U.S. penny. It's 2 centimeters in diameter. It looks pretty small that far downrange. I mean, it's only 18 meters, but it seems that far. Here's the final rankings for the compound junior women's team competition. USA, Canada, Italy, Great Britain, and Mexico round out your top 5. So we got a lot of archery still to come in this compound Monday here at the 2018 World Archery Indoor Championships in Yankton, South Dakota. We're at the NFA Easton Yankton Archery Center, and for a Monday, the crowd has come out to watch some spectacular shooters compete at this level. We have more matches to come, including the next one on the docket. It's going to be the compound junior men's gold. And you can see Mackenzie Brown off to the right, Chris Schaff in the mix as well, new USA Archery CEO Rod Menzer in the crowd off to the left. But now it's time to get these archers back onto the field as we await our next match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the compound junior women's team event. Medals will be presented by World Archery First Vice President Mario Scarcella. Gifts will be presented by First Dakota Vice President Yankton North, Marcy Moser. Bronze medal representing Italy. Elisa Basicetto. Sarah Rett. Elisa Rohner. Silver medal representing Canada. Brianne Lemay. Jaylyn Mitchell. Ashlyn Scriven. Gold medal champions representing the United States of America. Athena Kaiopoulos. Cassidy Cox. Anna Scarborough. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of the United States of America. Please congratulate our athletes, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so congratulations to the United States on that gold medal in a dominating performance. 230 points to 225 over Canada. And they will hold that title of World Archery Indoor Champions for the next 2 years. I'm Greg White. Joining me is Stefan Hansen. And Stefan, next up, we're going to have the men's junior compound team gold. And two talented teams, USA and Australia. What do you think?
I mean, as we can see in the semifinal, they shot almost the same score, so everything is still open. I don't know what they shot in the qualifying round. I mean, that's 14 points different in qualifying round, and all that arrows is not really that huge difference. Now we're down to 24 arrows only, so it all depends how their nerves hold up.
You can see that Canada won the bronze medal over Denmark. Sorry, Stefan. So the USA and Australia will face off in this match. Coming up right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes to the field of play for the compound junior men's team gold medal final. Shooting for the gold medal on target number 1, Australia, Harry Howden, Remy Leonard, Hamish Thompson. And their challengers for the gold medal, USA. Representing the United States of America, Curtis Broadnax, Zachary Harris, Ethan King. Line judge for the match, Bjorn Strandby, as we're getting underway. And it will be T1, target 1, the United States of America, shooting first.
All right, so this match is all set. And we're going to take a look at the shooting order and what these teams have decided. The youngest one on the U.S. team is Zach Harris, at 16 years old. Both Curtis Broadnax and Ethan King, seniors in high school. Just trying to get through high school at this point. Both archers telling me that they're not at school for the entire month of February and are having to do schoolwork in their hotel rooms on the daily. First up, Ethan King. Good shot by Ethan. You can see those nerves. He was just trying to get that thumb to the button.
I'm not sure if that was nerves, it's just his technique that does that. Because that looked kind of crazy. Yeah, both Curtis and Ethan is gonna shoot later, so they're gonna get very good practice for later.
Curtis Broadnax in the gold medal compound junior men. Ethan will be in for bronze. They'll be shooting against that archer, Remy Leonard, for the bronze from Australia. Halfway through this first end, USA leads by 2. You're right, Stefan. It might just be his technique.
Yeah.
Kind of the same spot for Broadnax, both his. Good shot by the 18-year-old, Remy Leonard. Low for Hamish Thompson, 17 years old, out of Melbourne, Australia. So looking across the board, you can see for no questionable line calls, so confirmation from the judge on that would be 59-56. So the U.S. takes a 3-point lead early on. A note for the U.S., definitely only 1-9 shot in that first end.
Curtis has the distinction of having won every individual match he has been in so far this season.
You say what's on the spray?
Good look at the youngest member of the U.S. team, Zach Harris. Any pressure on team round, Stefan, when you're the only person in the first end to shoot a 9? Did you feel it? Does your team try to pick you up?
Yeah, sometimes they'll just say that you just need to relax and it's all right. I mean, they're still having a decent lead, so it doesn't. Somebody have to shoot the 9. So.
Yeah.
And he came back strong afterwards, and he put it right in the middle. So that's the important part. I mean, we all gonna shoot 9s, but how is it you gonna do afterwards?
Yeah, we definitely saw that from the U.S. women's team in the gold medal match just a few moments ago after Athena shot an 8, and she was able to come back later on and pound out some 10s. All right, so as we head into our second end of competition for this compound junior men's team gold medal match, the victor walks away with gold and the other team silver. Australia shoots first, being behind in points. Good shot.
Potential 4-point lead for the USA in the next 3 games.
Good shot by Ethan King. Looks like he got it. Now Curtis Broadnax. Good shot by the 2017 World Archery Youth Outdoor Champion, Curtis. Did it in Rosario back in October of 2017. bit of movement in that bow arm on that release.
Yeah, good shot.
Up to a 5-point lead possible, even 6 for the American team, depending on that second arrow's call.
Yeah.
10-9 liner.
Yep.
10.
There's that.
Very good shot by Zach.
Yeah.
10 points to the halfway mark.
So we got a couple line calls for the United States, 9-10 liners that are going to be discussed by the judge. So let's listen in and see what those calls will be.
10, 10, 10.
4-point lead minimum for the United States, possibly 5, maybe even 6, more likely than 5. We'll find out tomorrow.
10, 10, 10.
So there you go, perfect score
Target
for the
2.
United States.
10, 9, 10, 9, 9, 10.
So an additional 3 points. United States. So their scores will move to 119, and Australia will sit at 113. You know, looking at this replay, Stefan, Ethan King, it looked like his thumb has settled down a bit. So I think it was a little bit of nerves at the beginning.
Yeah, I don't think he ever been in a for last year, and I think he won it, the amateur division. So you know, it's always different every time.
Coach in the box, George Riles, famous for his academy down in Georgia, trying to keep it light with these young athletes. Stefan talked about it, you know, it's really about keeping it light, keeping those nerves out. And when you have a lead like this going into the third end, the United States already sitting on 6 points, it's important to keep it light, I would think, but also to stay focused. You don't want to start handing points back to the other team.
You're 4.
Yeah, because what is that, 6 points lead is, they might already think that they should win now, but 6 points is nothing. 6 nines and they might be tied, so
Yeah.
so they still have to keep focused, but it loosen up a little bit, it'll make it easier.
Shot.
Under pressure of a wailing cell phone in the arena, able to get that 10. Thompson still searching for his rhythm in this team gold match.
Shot, Harry.
Wow, good shot.
Oh, this is gonna be. Oh.
Tell us what happened there.
So I guess he walked out over the line before Ethan was back. And then the next thing that happened is he needs to have his arrow, he needs to have his point of his arrow in the quiver before he walks out.
Okay.
And then he walks out with the arrow in his hand. He needs to get his second yellow card. He needs to go back, put the arrow down. Or normally we would just take the arrow and just throw it out, like throw it behind of the, like where the coaches are, and then just take another arrow and go on the line, because it have to be in the quiver.
So that's really, if you look at it, a bit of a time penalty. So the United States with only 57 seconds remaining on the clock, and this is archery, so anything can happen. But hopefully for Zach Harris, he's going to be able to let that go and just get back to business. So the Australian team now with a bit of an opening here, if they can capitalize. A 9 on the first arrow.
Yeah. Very close. Sure. You got 30.
Sometimes people, they don't take long enough steps, so it's 1 meter line. If you don't take it really long enough, you might step right on the line, and then the other guy starts going out. Then you get a yellow card for that also.
Good shot.
Shooting, Harry.
Good shot by Harry. All right, so the USA resets now. And Ethan King, as he knocks his arrow up, he's going to go to full draw with 47 seconds on the clock. For 3 shooters to get up and down.
Yep. Right in there. Yeah.
This is why you have the experienced Curtis Broadnax going, because with 20 seconds left on the clock, Curtis knows what's at stake. He's been here before. Go to full draw at 14, plenty of time.
Yeah.
Good teamwork and a great shot by Curtis. So with that bit of a disaster, I guess you could say, or learning experience, Stefan, the United States only gives back 1 point to Team Australia.
Get ready to go again. Okay, let's keep it going.
Tell us what happened here as you look at it one more time.
Yeah, we couldn't really see the line, but I think he steps back and see now he has the arrow in his hand, and he's like, oh, he actually didn't know the rule. Now he needs to go back and then out. Yep, that's it.
So that was just burning valuable time off the clock. Plus, it's going to make you think about what just happened and take your mind off of, actually fill your mind, really. Oftentimes in archery, we talk about having a blank mind to shoot good shots. So I would imagine it would kind of fill your head with what just happened.
Sometimes it's just better to just take 1 second longer than being a little bit too fast. I mean, they usually had time enough, so there's no reason for them to stress too much to hurry up to get on the line.
So we are governed by certain rules and the way the whole procedure works. And we reset now as we head to our final end of regulation competition. Australia, once again, will start us off as they are 5 points adrift of the United States.
Good shot. That's right. It's in there. Shot, Hamish.
It's the rhythm that Australia's been needing in this competition. If they're going to put any pressure on the U.S., it's got to be all 10s.
Yeah. Same hole, Harry.
That's how you deliver it.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Curtis. Nice, man. Good job. Yep.
10, and a liner.
I think you've been shooting low on all these arrows.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you on that. I'm surprised that
Now he moves his side.
he just did.
It can be also that he's nervous sometimes. I think he's shooting a trigger, so when you're nervous, sometimes you might aim a little bit low just because you are nervous.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Australia just shot a 9. So they've dropped another point. That was a low one. No question about that one.
Yeah.
What a good-looking target for Harry Howden
Shooting, Harry.
from Australia. Delivers another solid 10 for the team.
He only dropped 1 point in the whole match.
Whole match.
Yep. Yeah. Just low. Bring it home, Curtis.
So now just a 6 to win. I mean, it does happen, but it shouldn't happen, so it should be fine. Yeah.
Curtis shoots the 9, and the gold medal will go to the United States of America.
Now we just talked about he shot low and then he shoots high, so.
Sometimes in those situations you lose a little bit of focus, do you think? Because you know all you need to do is just put it in the gold?
Yeah, just fire the shot before the time goes out or anything. Just, it doesn't really matter anything. Just shoot an eye, it's fine.
So the United States will stand on top of the podium here in just a few moments as these three plow their way through the rest of the field and able to secure gold. We'll wait for the total point tally, but it looks like it's going to be 233 to 228. There is one arrow that had an asterisk next to it. So the United States, Curtis, Zach, and Ethan will remember this for a long time, as by the time we get to the next World Archery Indoor Championships in 2020, Curtis and Ethan both they'll age out of this competition. So they'll be shooting with you.
Yeah.
Now, with that said, you've won 3 outdoor Junior World Championships in a row in your day, plus the European, so 5 in a row outdoor. And you're only 22 years old, so you've only been a couple of years now, where you have to shoot with these seniors. Seems to be going pretty well for you, ranked #1 in the world.
Yeah, right now I'm having a little unlucky time, but last year and the last many years actually been pretty good for me. I don't have any problems right now, but junior is always different. When you change to senior, sometimes many people they stop because either they go to college and all that stuff. But if you get that little bit of success and you really like to get more of it, and then some people just keep fighting for more.
There's the rankings. USA, Australia, and Canada will stand on the podium for this one in our final rankings for the compound junior men's team. As we await the award ceremony for this one, still more archery on tap, as now we'll transition after this award ceremony into the compound junior individual team competitions, where we'll get to see bronze and gold for the women and bronze and gold for the men. And now it's time for our ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony for the compound junior men's team event. Medals will be presented by World Archery Executive Board member Greg Easton. Gifts will be presented by the City of Yankton Events and Promotion Coordinator Brittany LaCroix. Bronze medal representing Canada. Cole Bears. Tristan Spicer Moran. Austin Taylor. Silver medal representing Australia. Harry Howden. Remy Leonard. Hamish Thompson. Gold medal champions representing the United States of America. Curtis Broadnax. Zachary Harris. Ethan King. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of the United States of America. Please congratulate our medalists. The action continues here at the World Archery Indoor Championships in South Dakota, the United States of America. Next up, our compound junior women's individual bronze medal final.
So congratulations to the United States on that gold medal. In team competition, as two of those archers, Curtis on the left, Ethan on the right, will be competing a little later on this morning. Ethan will be shooting for the bronze medal. Curtis going up against Simon Olsen. What country is he from, Stefan?
Yeah, he's my teammate.
Is he?
Country made.
Country made, yeah. From Denmark. That'll be a good gold medal match, as we have the number 2 qualifier going up against the number 4 qualifier in the compound junior men's gold. But coming up on tap, before we even get down that road, we'll have the compound junior women's bronze. Here's the brackets on how they got there after qualifications. There was elimination rounds, and you can see that the bronze medal match will be Great Britain versus Mexico, and USA versus Italy in the gold medal final. And this is set to be a good one for the bronze medal, as the 4th place qualifier goes up against the 14th place qualifier.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes to the field for the compound junior women's bronze medal match at the 2018 World Archery Indoor Championship here in South Dakota. Shooting for the bronze medal, representing Mexico on target number 2, Astrid Alanis. And here comes her opponent for the bronze medal final. Shooting on target number 1, representing Great Britain, please welcome Layla Annison. Ms. Annison will be shooting first on target 1 under the supervision of World Archery International Judge David Cantillon. We'll be getting underway in just a moment.
Okay, so here we go for
15 arrows.
This match.
Decide the winner of the bronze medal final.
Bronze medal final of the compound junior women. And Stefan Hansen is joining me. Stefan, of course, ranked number 1 in the world and has multiple junior world championships to his resume. As these two archers, 15 years old each. Why does that seem so young to me, Stefan, to be on such a big stage?
I think sometimes the people, when they're like 19, 20, they might shoot in the seniors if they have the level for it.
Yeah. That's Layla Annison from Great Britain starting off. Ooh, good shot by Astrid. From Mexico.
Great shot.
Laughing.
It's good now.
I think her teammate was saying something funny.
Bien, muy bien, muy bien.
Bubble, shoulder.
It's a little longer than the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Take a breath.
Bien.
One point lead will go to the Mexican archer, 29-28. After a good start for both the wild shots, and for 15 years old to walk out onto this center stage, this is a great venue.
Tranquila, mójale las manos.
Do the replay of some of these first shots. And if you're just joining us for the first time, if you look downrange, 18 meters the target. Of course, that 10 ring is the size of a U.S. penny, or 2 centimeters across, but just offset there, you can see to the left or to the right are Jumbotron. So the archers have the benefit of shooting that arrow and then taking a look at our coverage to see where it hit exactly. So it's something that you'll see often as archers release. The arrow hits the target, and they'll take a look to the right or the left. Second end of competition.
Bubble, shoulder. 10.
9 balls.
Advice from the coach from GBR.
9 balls.
Game 9 outside. You can hear bubble,
Dale un cliquito a
shoulder,
la
and
derecha y vamos a
10.
tirarla.
Bubble, shoulder. 10.
10.
Great shot.
Interesting strategy, Stefan.
Yeah. Yes, you might have problems with having the bubble the wrong place. So there's a bubble that decides if your bow is straight.
9.
It's a
So
low
Bien,
9.
tranquila.
Yep, that's a
Cuida
low
la
9.
postura nada más.
9.
Bien, manténla al centro.
9 to 10 liner.
Vamos a
Probably
darle
a tie
un
now.
cliquito a la derecha y abajo, ¿ok? Solamente eso.
Yeah, that 9-10 liner kind of looked like a 9 from where we were sitting.
Cuidado el final, es para estar más emotivo. Solamente cuidado.
Yeah, I don't really know
Thank you.
why she has to focus on her shoulder. She might be like not strong enough in her shoulder or something like that. So it's like if she doesn't push enough to the target, it's gonna move up a little bit.
No,
And
pero
it's
no
gonna
piensa en eso.
her draw length gonna feel weird. And then 10 is just the time, I think. That every time she hits
Oh,
10
okay.
seconds left, she'll
Yeah,
say
she's not
10.
telling her to shoot at 10. 10 seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the
Empiezan
clock.
ellos
So
todavía.
you're right.
Sometimes people, they like to count down 10, 9, 8.
Yeah.
She probably will count down from 5 instead, just because you don't want to hear it all the time.
A good tight shot of that release. Third end of 5 for competition.
And the draw, so back to the original shoot order.
Layla Anderson starts off from Great Britain.
Yes, I'm going to call that a 10 liner. Just because the judge might possibly call that it.
Entra en caída.
There's a 9.
Dale su tiempo, dale su tiempo.
Bubble, shoulder.
'It's a liner.
Looks in though.
You can see in the scope, that round apparatus that the archers aim through, you can see a bubble level. Good shot.
Yeah, the Mexican archer is starting in the middle target and then going to the top target. Most people will start in top and then slowly go down.
10.
And just maybe a millimeter out.
So Astrid nails that one, no question.
But,
So it looks like 84 to 85 will be the score. There are some arrows that are close. We might be able to hear the judge on this one.
after official scoring, we expect those scores will stand
Ah, no
up.
te preocupes, al
That's a
contrario.
9. A 10. Another 9.
Okay, so confirmation. 9-10, 9 for
10. 9. 10.
Layla Anderson from GBR. Take a look at the reaction here. Yeah.
You don't even have to spot the arrows, you can just look at her face, how she'll hit.
Yeah, for sure.
If it's good, she'll smile.
There's a calm, cool, and collected
Yeah.
15-year-old archer.
For sure.
All right, so if you're just joining us, we're in the middle of our compound junior women's bronze medal match here at the 2018 World Archery Indoor Championships in Yankton, South Dakota, as we have Great Britain's Layla Anderson going up against Mexico's Astrid Alanis. And behind in the score is Anderson, so she will shoot first.
Bubble, shoulder. 10.
9.
take a look at Layla's holding arm when the coach says shoulder.
Shoulder.
Yeah, you can really see that shoulder movement. She moves that shoulder in slightly.
Venga, la ponemos. Bien. Adelante nada más.
Just outright.
Un segundo más. Más
Nines across the board so
Bubble,
far.
Shoulder. Ten.
Suave es el final.
Okay, so nines across the board, and finally a reaction from Astrid on that one. So 9-9. So Stefan, we talked about it. Layla Anderson has a very interesting shooting technique. I mean, moving that shoulder. So her coach is telling her that. What are you seeing in that shot?
It seems like she's just not strong enough in her shoulder, and it's kind of like moving up towards her face. It's not a good thing because then she won't be strong enough in her arm.
You're a machine.
And it looks like when the coach says shoulder, she also like moves it in, like closer to like the arrow, kind of that.
Yeah, you can see that slight movement between her shoulder and her elbow. It's just moving up a little bit. Definitely an accomplished shooter, shooting a 581 to qualify 4th in individual competition, and obviously working her way into this bronze medal match. Only 1 point behind with the final end of regulation scoring.
Bubble, shoulder.
Venga, bien tranquila. Un segundo más, René. Un
Addison
segundo
needs
más.
a 10 here to put the pressure
Shoulder.
on her competitor.
10.
There it is. Very timely shot.
Bien, suavecito.
There's the answer. There's still a 1 point lead for Astrid from Mexico.
10.
So a 9 to win.
Buena postura.
And there it is in fine style with a solid 10 score and a 2 point win for Astrid Alanis from Mexico, as Layla Anderson will shoot 28, 28, 27, 28
Well done.
for 139 points. Very interesting shooting.
Okay.
And an interesting shooting technique, I think, that we got to see from Great Britain. As that'll wrap up our bronze medal match for the compound junior women's team. As these two 15-year-old competitors put on quite a show at this crazy center stage here in Yankton, South Dakota. So smiles all around, and they will get to stand on the podium after our gold medal match as they exit the field of play, while World Archery will reset and put up some new targets as we take a look at some of the highlights from this match. It was good shooting across the board for these two archers, with bright futures ahead of them in this sport. Let's take a look at the brackets. Compound junior women, as we set up our gold medal. As we can see this final, it's going to be the USA versus Italy. But before we do that, before we get into the next match, here's a closer look at one of our shooters competing for gold in Yankton.
I started shooting when I was 6. I liked that I could beat all the boys. I probably practiced for about like an hour or 2 each day, maybe like 4 to 5 days a week.
10, 10, 10.
I like that the really good days that I have shooting archery, like when I win all my matches like today, those mean, like the feeling I get after winning means so much more than the feeling I get after losing. I always want to shoot my best, but I want to try to be like the best in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Compound Junior Women's Gold Medal finalists. Shooting for the gold medal, representing the United States of America on target number 2, please welcome Cassidy Cox. And her opponent for the gold medal, representing Italy, shooting for the gold medal on target 1, please welcome Elisa Rohner. 15 arrows shot under the supervision of World Archery International judge Guillermina Garcia will decide which of these competitors becomes junior champion of the world and who will win the silver medal. Miss Rohner shooting first on target number 1 as we're about to get underway.
Will be starting us off in this Compound Junior Women's Gold Medal match. Italy squaring off against the United States, the number 1 qualifier going up against the number 2 qualifier, and it was Elisa from Italy who shot a 584 to qualify in the number 1 position. Good shot from the 16-year-old.
Veramente molto buono.
Just a little low.
Così è ottimo.
Still on the low side.
Okay.
10, 10, 10.
What a start for the Italian.
Vai così.
Nice.
Unquestionably, 30 points. We'll see the score changing to 30 for the Russian.
Tutto preoccupato. Non ti preoccupare. È tutto bene. Ok, tirare di più è ok, giusto?
Here's some encouragement from the Italian coach to Elisa.
Yeah, my Italian is not very good, so I can't really translate what he was saying.
I don't know either. I think he was saying, good job, just relax, keep going. What coaches would normally say to a 16-year-old who is the number 1 qualifier here at Yankton and gets to the gold medal match against, Elisa from Italy, no stranger to being out on the stage. She does have 2 podiums in her World Archery career. 2017 World Archery European Indoor Championships. She was bronze medal with the team, and then team competition in 2016 for the European Youth Archery Championships as well. But in terms of what we see from a resume standpoint, this is a great result for her to just be in this medal match and fighting for that gold, guaranteed a silver. Long way to go.
Strong. Good shot.
This is where things could get dangerous if Cassidy Cox can find this rhythm.
9.
Sinistra, nessun problema. Ricordati di finire bene.
10.
9.
You're good.
10.
Bel lavoro. Un po' a sinistra, ma molto buono.
10. Yeah, nice. Nice. Shoot.
Good shot. So the lead should stay at 2 points
Non c'è fretta.
for Elisa Roner from Italy. And you heard the coach in the USA box.
15 arrows is a lot of arrows.
That's a familiar voice for some. That's Crystal Govan, former #2 compound women's archer in the world, who decided about a year ago to switch to recurve and chase her dreams for Olympic. She'll be joining me in the booth this afternoon when we get to our afternoon program. So Crystal, having tons of experience on this stage, knows what to say. Here's some replays. Great looking shot of Elisa Roner from Italy. She takes a look at Cassidy Cox. Cassidy been a Matthew shooter for a long time and has only recently picked up this new TRX 38 bow in the last couple of months, and she's really starting to find a rhythm with it.
Just a little low. Just down. Nice and strong. Ten.
8 points.
All right, you're fine. You're fine.
Cassidy looked over at her coach with a baffled look on her face. That was a close
Un po' a
one.
sinistra. Brava, un ritocchino. Brava, brava.
10. Nice.
That's
Nice.
a good comeback.
Yeah, good comeback.
What happened? I don't know either.
Good shot from the Italian. You heard the conversation between coach and athlete there, Stefan. You don't know what happened. Like, what is that? What are they trying to say?
I mean, obviously the dot must have been close to over in the 8 ring. It seems like weird if the arrow just hits there just randomly. But I think she's just nervous and things are moving a little bit too much. And she's just...
She's gonna start shooting 9s. You're good. Just get up there and do your thing, okay?
But the funny part, like with Elisa, is that she's so young that she'll have another world championship in 2 years.
Yeah.
And still be junior. So she don't even have to win here. She will. The one that she's supposed to win is in 2 years, where she's getting in the end of her junior career.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Normally,
Right.
because she will have 2 years to perform even better, and she's already there, so she'll have good potential for the next time.
Good look at Cassidy Cox and her shooting style. That was the 8. There's no question that was the 8 she shot.
It didn't look that bad. Normally you would move your arm a lot with your aiming over there or something. I don't really know what happened.
Yeah, but like you said, after she shot that 10, I mean, that was a good response because you got to put it out of your head. It's still a 2-point advantage for the Italian, Elisa Roner. 16 years old, like Stefan you're talking about. I mean, actually, if you think about it, depending on when her birthday is, right? Could she shoot 2 more of these potentially?
I just looked up. She's from 2001. And I think it's just that she cannot shoot 2 more.
Okay.
Because the next one will, the last one will be 2022. It must be, yeah. So she won't be able to.
Good arrow, nice. That's it. Good timing, good shot.
She got a new target face. It's a good sign for that she's shooting well.
Yeah. Bit of pride in a new target face in the middle of a round.
10. Yeah, that's it.
1 point difference now.
Nice and strong.
We are all tied up in this 4th of 5th ends.
Nice!
Wow.
Yes!
That's good. Shooting an 8 and then come back with 4 10s. That's the way to do it.
So for Elisa Roner of Italy right now, the lead slipped away as she shot 3 9s to Cassidy's 3 10s.
Yeah.
And like Stefan, you mentioned it a moment ago,
I was just
4 10s in a row so far, or at this point of the match for Cassidy Cox. Good bit of momentum heading into the final end of regulation competition. How quickly we can see a points swing in just one end. Good look at Cassidy Cox now in command of her shooting. Big smile from the 19-year-old from New Mexico. This could be a statement arrow right here.
10. Good shot.
Looks a little low. Might
Low.
be just off.
It's an asterisk. Judges call.
That's it.
No question about that one.
Putting some pressure on Cassidy.
Good shot. Good shot.
That's it.
Beautiful.
Così. Bravo. Forte. Bravo. Very good. Bravo.
Five, 4. Yes!
Wow, what an answer. Okay, so the score reads right now 1-4-3, 1-4-3. There are 2 arrows that they've called 9s for Cassidy Cox that have asterisks next to them. So let's listen to the judge because this will determine the gold medal.
9, 10, 10. Target 2. Bam, bam, bam.
Wow, and a perfect 30 for Cassidy Cox. So she will take victory by 2 points and the gold medal over the young Elisa Roner of Italy. What a match. What a comeback for Cassidy Cox. As that will be her last opportunity to shoot here in junior competition.
Happy for you.
for the World Archery Indoor
Hold your bow.
Championship.
Take it. Hold it up. Hold it up. Let Sarah get a picture there.
That was something else, wasn't it, Stefan?
Yeah. Started out a little slow, but then came strong back.
And Cassidy was able to snatch that victory with her last 7 arrows, all in the 10 ring, including those last 2 ends where she shot 30 and a 30. So 145 points and gold medal to Cassidy Cox, and a very solid performance from Elisa Ronner, who we hope to see back in this competition in 2 years' time. As we take a look at the final rankings for the Compound Junior Women's Competition. Cassidy Cox, runner who you just saw, Astrid in 3rd. And some highlights from this competition, and without any question, there were some ups and downs, including the middle of the match, literally the middle arrow in the middle of the match, where Cassidy Cox threw an 8, and possibly disaster for her quest for gold, but she was able to recompose herself with the help from her coach in the coach's box and shoot 7 solid 10s in a row to capture gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony for the Compound Junior Women's event. Medals will be presented by National Field Archery Association Foundation President Bruce Cull. The gifts will be presented by Hy-Vee Assistant Director Jason Anderson. Bronze medal representing Mexico, Astrid Alanis. Silver medal representing Italy, Elisa Ronner. Gold medal and champion representing the United States of America, Cassidy Cox. Please stand for the national anthem of the United States of America. Please congratulate our competitors. Coming up next, the compound junior men's bronze medal match.
So congratulations to Cassidy Cox. She adds this championship to her 2015 World Archery Youth Championship. She won gold as a cadet right here in Yankton in 2015, second in the World Archery Indoor Championships 2 years ago. So now, as a junior, she's able to take this gold medal, and smiles all the way around for her. So congratulations to Cassidy Cox.
That's what Elisa just have to think about, because if it's the same thing, she will be second here and first next time.
That's right, yeah, absolutely. So we look forward to seeing the Italian for many years to come. We are setting the stage. That's Great Britain having a little fun with the camera for the next match. It's going to be the compound junior men, and this one is for bronze. You can see Ethan King and Curtis Broadnax on the bottom of your screen squared off. Remy Leonard from Australia squared off against Simon Olsen. So that's who we'll have for the bronze medal match coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes to the World Championship field for the compound junior men's bronze medal final. Shooting for the bronze medal, on target number 2, representing the United States of America, Ethan King. Here comes his opponent. Shooting for the bronze medal, on target number 1, representing Australia, Remy Leonard. 15 arrows shot under the supervision of World Archery judge Rupesh Kaur will decide which of these gentlemen will take the bronze medal home and who will have an entry in the history books as a finalist at the 2018 World Archery Indoor Championship.
So here we go. The stage is set for the 2018 World Archery Indoor Championship compound junior men's bronze medal match. It's the United States squaring off against Australia. Both of these athletes have shot on this field of play already earlier today. 18 meters is the separation between the line where the archer is standing and the target downrange, with a 10 ring a small 2 centimeters in diameter. USA will start.
Ethan opens to the 10-9 liner, looks like 9 foot here.
Inside out, good shot.
That's the way to start.
Nine.
There we go.
What a start for Remy Leonard.
And you got in the middle before you did your shot.
The bronze medal team final took place earlier today. Anthem did not have an arrow out of 10 during that entire match.
I don't even know if this first one's in or not. It looks really dodgy. That's That's what's good with Ryan.
All right, so
there,
Ethan King's score gets changed as that 9 asterisk will change to a 10. So now the difference in score is just 1 point.
Okay, Remy. Take your time. You got this.
There's a replay on Remy Leonard. Just in form. That first shot inside out X. It builds a bunch of confidence for this round. Remy coming into this one qualified 16th with a 580. Ethan King a 589 in third. The world record, by the way, is by Canadian Chris Perkins. He shot a 599 as a junior in qualification, only 1 point down. Good shot.
Give it a click left.
Yeah, it's in there.
Heard from Coach George Riles. A click left for Ethan King.
He started a little right, and now he's moving a little bit too much left, so now he needs to move it a little bit back.
Might have got in his head on that one a little bit.
Shooting.
There you go. Now you're in it.
Remy should be smiling. Starting off the match. Perfect. The first 2 ends.
You might need these, huh? What do you reckon?
I guess if you're in the
time, shoot each arrow, what'll happen will happen.
I guess if you're in the coach's box, if you're Australia, it's pretty hard to coach someone through a 30-30. Replays with Ethan. You can see the grimace on his face that wasn't a shot. But Remy, we know every shot's been a 10, and a little smile from him after that 6th 10 in a row. Middle end right now, and 3 of 5 in this match. Ethan King has got to start piling up some points on the board.
Yep. Still just a little left.
Oof. Okay. So the first crack in the dam. Oof. Ethan not able to capitalize.
That's right, good shot. Same hole.
So the lead remains the same at 2, with 9-10-9 from Remy and a 10-9-9 from Ethan King.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ethan King's coach trying to do everything to keep him light and
It looks
relaxed.
good. I mean, geez, just keep doing that. Good shooting second.
Oi, oi, oi. Very Australian right there.
They've always been good to shout pretty loud.
Yeah. Showing support for their archer. The compound junior men's bronze medal match, and there is the contingent of Australian archers. cheering on Remy Leonard. His bronze medal match for the compound junior men's competition.
Oh.
Yeah, it's in there. It's good timing, Remy.
Yep, 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 yep.
It's in there. Lots of time. It's in there.
A lot of English on that last shot of the release for Remy Leonard,
Yeah, that was the big
but it still drained it. So perfect 30 as we head into our 5th and final end
make
for
sure
the bronze
you don't
medal.
shoot the last 3 too quickly. Take your time. Shoot each one, and we'll see what happens there. As long as Hamish doesn't disgrace himself.
So there was one arrow in question for Ethan King, and they've now changed that to a 10, so it's a 3-point difference heading into this final end. That means in order for Ethan to tie, he would need to shoot a perfect 30 with Remy shooting 3 9s. Anything can happen in archery, we've seen it. This match far from over with 3 arrows left to shoot in regulation.
There it is. 3 10s. Yep, yeah, there it is. Do it again.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in there.
Just to the outside for King.
There you go.
Good shot for Ethan
Plenty
King.
of time.
An 8 to win.
Yeah.
He does it. 9 points scored for Remy Leonard. And he will take the bronze medal here in Yankton as he gets a handshake from Ethan King.
Shooting.
Ethan King, good shooting. I know he'll be disappointed with that. If you follow him on Facebook, you know that Ethan King has had a great last year. He's lost 110 pounds, the 19-year-old, working his way into feeling more comfortable on the archery range, and an accomplishment for him to get here at 19 years old, though this should be his last chance at World Archery Indoor Competition. Congratulations to both these shooters, but what a performance. I mean, what a way to start off for Remy Leonard, and that really, I think, set the tone for this match. Stefan Hansen with 6 perfect arrows.
Yeah, I mean, he putting the pressure on the other guy and start leading and everything. But it's still hard because now he have to think that he cannot miss, because then he gonna give his opponent the chance to win it.
Good look at replay highlights from this one. Remy Leonard will take the bronze medal home to Australia. All right, with one junior round left in this one, it's the gold medal match. And another look at how the compound junior men made their way into the finals. as Curtis Broadnax defeated his teammate in the semifinals. And now we'll face him. So we introduce you to one more athlete competing. It's Curtis Broadnax in his own words.
I've been involved in archery since I would say 5 years old. I got a toy bow. When I was 6, my dad realized I was left-eye dominant, so he switched me over to left-handed. And then I started tournament archery in 2015. It's so addicting. I mean, the good shots keep you coming back, and the good experiences, and with your friends and family and all that stuff. It's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. I shoot about 6 days a week, especially now since we're shooting all the time. Trying to shoot the best we can for tournaments. I play high school golf for my school. Both of them are definitely 90% mental. You got that right, and I think it's more the fact of pushing yourself, because both of them you push yourself to do better in both of them, and I guess that's what keeps me coming back.
Curtis Broadnax is the compound junior men world champion.
I won the outdoor junior world championships, so that'd be awesome to have both titles at one time.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes to the field of play for the compound junior men's gold medal final. Shooting on target number 2 for the championship of the world in the junior men's compound category, please welcome from the United States of America, Curtis Broadnax. And here comes his opponent. Shooting on target number 1 for the gold medal, representing Denmark, please welcome Simon Olsen. 15 arrows shot under the supervision of World Archery International judge Ahmed Rushdie will decide which of these junior competitors will become the champion of the world and who will settle for silver here at the World Archery Indoor Championship, South Dakota, United States of America. Mr. Broadnax of the United States will shoot first on target 2. Spectators, please turn the flash off on your cameras.
All right, welcome back to the booth. I'm Greg White, sitting next to Stefan Hansen, ranked number 1 in the world from Denmark, 22 years old. Number 1 in the world as we get ready for this compound junior men's gold medal match. USA's Curtis Broadnax starts us off.
10. Donut.
Nine.
Lige under.
Whacked it, man.
Masser af tid.
Then that liner looks like it's angled here.
Nice and smooth.
Værsgo.
9. A little bit low. Hey.
Masser af tid. Arbejde med skuddet hele vejen. Masser af tid. Ja. Giv den 2 klik ned. Giv den 2 klik ned.
I think the problem here is that they both shooting a trigger and having a little nerves that they cannot aim in the middle, so they aim right under the middle. The problem is if they change the side, at some point they might want to aim in the middle and then they're gonna miss high instead. So it's.
So we have a draw as those two for Simon Olsen. We'll go 9-10-10. Curtis 10-10-9. What are you hearing in the coach's box?
He just said they are even. they're tied. Just saying that
Men samme
he
rytme
have to
igen.
be calm
Masser af
and
tid.
doing the
Helt
same
med.
rhythm.
Masser af energi.
He got a lot of time. It's not a problem with the time.
Simon is someone pretty good in his coach's box, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I usually also have Damsbo behind of me.
Martin
Or I
Damsbo.
would be behind of him if he's shooting.
Kicking off end number 2.
There you go.
Masser af tid. Arbejde med skuddet hele vejen. Masser af tid.
Curtis.
Værsgo.
Keep them up there, buddy. Keep them up.
Stærk skud. Lige mod midten. Lige mod midten. Arbejde med det. Yep. Godt skud, Simon. God buarm. God power. Lige mod midten. Arbejde med det.
So they're shooting a trigger, and the hard part with a trigger is when you get nervous, you might want to punch it, and don't like normally you're supposed to just like put your finger on the trigger and like make the shot go off like naturally. Don't like force it to go off.
That's what Martin's telling Simon at this point.
Yeah, and they get nervous, and then the problems start to be that they are scared to make the shot, and then whenever they feel like they are close enough to the middle, they just punch it, and then it'll never be good. I have been there. I've tried it many times, and it's not good. It's not even a good feeling. It's
no.
Tak, very godt.
All right, so we're all tied up after official scoring is in the books.
Simon.
And we have a good look at American Curtis Broadnax. As you can see, you definitely can see that.
There's no reaction in the shot. It's just, I believe he's shooting a trigger. I'm not totally sure actually, but it looks a lot like it's a trigger.
Back to live action.
Yeah, that is a trigger. He's moving quite a lot his hand. He's moving it like down.
There it is. There it is. Now you're in the groove.
Stærk skud lige mod midten. Arbejde med det.
Yep. Great shot to answer.
Halv skarp klok til det.
Good job, man. Looking good, Curtis. 10's a 10.
Lige mod midten. Arbejde med det. Lige mod midten. 10, 9, 5.
Beautiful
God
shot
power, god energi.
from Olsen.
Træk vejret.
10. Good
That'll
job,
catch
man.
it.
That's a 30, buddy.
Stærk skud. Lige mod midten. Lige mod midten. Yep.
This is for gold for the compound junior men. 10s across the board. So we'll stay tied up at 87. And yeah, the replay that we saw before, you could definitely see some movement punching that trigger.
But hey, just hang in there. You're doing it right. You're doing it right.
We know Curtis knows how to shoot. Obviously, he's the reigning outdoor junior world champion. Trying to be the indoor junior champion as well.
Yeah.
You can see they're taking a look at those carbon fiber arrows. Sometimes there might be some residuals on those arrows, so you just want to clean it off and make sure that you have the cleanest.
I think with these target, it's kind of burning on the arrows. And when you draw it back on the rest, they might be jumping or falling off the rest, and it's not a good thing.
Yeah, you'd be amazed. An incredible amount of heat is generated once those arrows are slowed down by that target. And with those carbon arrows, you can feel it. When you pull it out, you can feel the heat on that arrow. So sometimes the material in the targets will melt onto that carbon shaft. And number 4 of 5 in regulation, and we're all tied up at 87 apiece.
That's it. Good job, man. Good job.
God power lige mod midten. Arbejd med det. Lige mod midten. Yep. Fint skud.
Ten. Good job. Same spot. Good job.
Lige mod midten. Tro på det. Arbejd med det.
That's close. Yeah, I'm not really sure. He's like moving his head down also.
Værsgo. Stærk skud lige mod midten. Arbejd med det. Hele vejen. Yep.
All right, so on the scoreboard, it's very interesting, Stefan, because you have 9 asterisks 10 for Olsen, and you have 9 asterisks 9 for Broadnax. So although we look tied, the judge is really going to have that decision.
Yeah.
For some reason, that's weird. I've never been in
10. Nine.
So it looks like a 10-10-9 call.
He got Jesse Broadwater to pull his arrows.
That's pretty good.
Not a bad guy to do that.
Not a bad guy to do that. So, and Simon also got one of his calls as a 10.
10,
So
buddy.
we're all
10,
tied
10,
at
10.
116. They're just going back and forth, taking a look at the history of this as we head into the final arrows of regulation. It's 29-29, 28-28, 30-30, 29-29.
Sometimes it happens like that, so when the other guy shoots a 9, you don't follow up. Like, you don't shoot the 10, you're just like making mistakes. And if the other guy shoots well, you're like, okay, I'll do the same.
This could come down literally to a millimeter. An arrow call.
Could be we're gonna get a shoot-off in this one.
That's it. You got it, bud. Right
Solid
there.
10. Entire crowd on the edge of their seats.
Masser af tid. Arbejd lige mod midten. Arbejd med det. Lige
That
under.
one a little low.
That's it. You got it, Curtis. Looking good, buddy. One more time.
Stærk skud lige mod midten. Masser af tid.
You're just saying he needs to make a strong shot
Godt skud.
right
God power.
into the middle.
En mere af dem.
Because he knows that he's aiming a little low and he's trying to tell him to.
A 10 would win it for
Hold it.
Curtis.
Oh, and that goes
It's all
up
right.
high. 10 to shoot off now.
10 for a shoot-off.
Stærk
9 gives it to
skud lige mod
Curtis.
midten. Arbejd med det. God tid.
And we are going to a shoot-off. Whoa. Unbelievable match, back and forth. It's been tied every single end of this compound junior men's gold match. All right, Stefan, since you're here, give us the rundown. It's our first shoot-off of the day. How does it work?
Yeah, so it's one arrow closest to the middle. They have to shoot in the middle target. Curtis, I believe, is gonna start. I think Curtis is starting. Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
Sometimes it's better to be first. Sometimes it's better to be last. It just depends what kind of person you are.
So you have to say that Curtis really put the pressure on Simon here, as Simon shot 9-10. Curtis started off 10-10. But it was that falter, and Simon Olsen stepped up on that last arrow and absolutely drilled it to force a shoot-off.
Donut,
and
man.
indeed, it's going to be Curtis Broadnax going first in this particular situation. Do you like or not like going first?
Shoot-off, I don't really know. Usually I will go second in the matches, and then I'll also go second in the shoot-off. So whoever has the highest score from qualifying is gonna decide who's starting the match, and then he also decides if the shoot-off gonna happen. It'll be the same as in the beginning. So Curtis was first ranked compared to Simon, and then he decided that he will start. That's usually what people does.
Værsgo.
Closest to the middle, plenty of room.
Stærk skud. Lige mod midten. Lige mod midten. Arbejd med. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's going to be closest to the middle for Simon Olsen from Denmark, and he will take the gold medal in the compound junior men's gold medal match. And it is official from Denmark.
We got a gold medal here then. That's perfect.
Yeah.
We didn't have the best.
Denmark, you mean?
Yeah, we didn't have the best World Championship so far, so Simon is helping us to make it perfect now.
Simon, 18 years old.
He should have one more also.
Altså tættest midten
2020, he will be junior still, I think.
Yeah. So this will go along with his 2017 World Archery European Indoor Championship, where he won it in team competition. 2016, he finished third in team competition in the European Youth Archery Championships. So Simon Olsen making a name for himself in archery, coming all the way from Denmark to the 2018 World Archery Indoor Championships here in Yankton, South Dakota in the United States. We're at the NFA Easton Yankton Archery Center as we take a look at the final rankings for the compound junior men. And Simon Olsen from Denmark, Curtis Brodnax and Remy Leonard will be on the podium. Ethan King will finish in fourth, and on down through the list of our competitors. And let's take a look at some of these highlights that we saw during this match. Stefan, this archer looked really composed under the pressure.
He is pretty good under pressure. He, a couple of times in the senior category, he beat some of the good guys. Got in, I think he got silver in nationals one time. So that's one of the reasons why I think we are okay in compound in Denmark, because we have decent level into seniors, and then the juniors trying to compete against us, and then we'll push the level higher.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the compound junior men's event. Medals will be presented by World Archery Secretary General Tom Dieland. Gifts will be presented by William & Company Staff Accountant Kyler Johnson. Bronze medal representing Australia. Remy Leonard. Silver medal representing the United States of America. Curtis Brodnax. Gold medal representing Denmark. Simon Olsen. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Denmark. Please congratulate our athletes, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes the morning session of competition. We will be back at 1400 hours, 2 p.m., with the senior category team and individual finals here at the 2018 World Archery Indoor Championships in South Dakota. Thank you for joining us for the morning session. We'll see you again later today.
Congratulations to Simon Olsen from Denmark on his gold medal. With 2 chances to give it away, he held it together, and we'll walk on. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media. We have Facebook, we have our YouTube channel. At World Archery is where it's all happening. If you're out practicing and doing your own thing and are inspired by what you're seeing here, then make sure you tag us in on your pictures. Well, a great junior competition here in Compound on Compound Monday. We appreciate you checking us out. We'll be back at 20 GMT for more 2 p.m. local time right here with the Compound men and women competition. For Stefan Hansen and the entire crew here for World Archery, we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you real soon.